Hello, welcome back. I'm gonna start off with a quick story, so bear with me, and then we are going to start playing with some makeup. And I am on a layover. We get to our hotel last night and it's late. And so I get up to my room, my keys are not working, so I call for security to come up. Security comes up, they try and help me get in, and a lady comes to the door. She is in my room. And we probably scared her to death because it was 10:30, 11 o'clock at night, which I guess that's early for where I am staying, but she was asleep. Downstairs, they give me a new room, and all the rooms in the tower that we normally stay in are occupied, so they send me to a new room. So I get up to my new room. This is what it looks like. So I literally walk in, and I'm like, what the heck? And the light up bed, there's the light up couch, there's the mirror on the ceiling. Oh my gosh, I felt so uncomfortable. I don't know what look I'm going to do today. I'm probably just gonna stay in the Jaclyn palette. I do have my Carli Bybel palette with me. I might dip into that too, but we're literally just gonna play. We'll see what this look ends up looking like, and I hope it's good because it's probably what I'm going to be wearing on my trip tonight. So if you want to see what I end up doing, then keep on watching. God, I'm so Akko Taco. I personally like to start with my eyes. Sometimes if I'm in a hurry and I'm not doing much eyeshadow, I will go ahead and just do my face, dust a little bit in my crease, do my lashes and go. But if I'm doing eyeshadow, I like to just start with my eyes first because I don't want the fallout to fall on my cheek and ruin what I have going on there. So I'm going to start by priming my eyes. I am going home tomorrow. Wasn't that pretty? And so I need to buy some new makeup and try some new stuff. So that's gonna be my goal. There's an eyeshadow palette by Tarte that I do really want to try. So I'm gonna go purchase that. And that will probably be one of my next few videos coming up, is trying out that new eyeshadow palette. It's so pretty, but I'm not going to say which one it is by Tarte because I don't want to give it away. Now that I have that on, I'm going to use my RCMA powder. And using my M438, I'm going to set . Here's the hard part. What do I want to do? Probably stay in this area. First, I'm going to start with the two transition shades. This is what I always do. Go ahead and put that right in the crease. I'm going to go in with this shade right here. So using that same brush, this is my Pro Tapered Crease Brush. This is Sephora brand. Now I'm gonna go into a smaller brush, the Morphe M433, and use this one to kind of darken up the crease. I'm gonna add a lighter pink color to my lid. So if I was adding a darker shade, it would be okay if I was being a little messy on the lid and everything, but since I'm going in with a lighter shade on the lid, I want to keep it just right in the crease and not get down here. Now I'm going to go down to the bottom of the palette and pick up a darker shade, just a little bit of it to darken up the crease, and then we're going to go back and blend it out. Just leaving it right there, and then I'm going to take my other brush and blend it out. And whenever I do blend that out, I'm going to go into the lightest transition shade and get a little bit on the brush, tap it off. This is just going to help give it some color to stick to and blend with. Now we're gonna take this shade. I'm just gonna put it on my finger and focus that on the inner corner. Don't judge the nails. I have not had time to get them done whatsoever. So since I'm going home tomorrow, that is the first thing I am doing. In a little bit, I will take a brush and blend this part out, but not yet. So now I'm gonna go in to its next door neighbor. I'm gonna go in right here, put that right in the middle. Now I'm gonna go to this shade and put that on the outer corner, giving it a nice little gradient color effect. Now I'm gonna use my teeniest brush that I have. I'm going to go back into that first shade, really brighten up that inner corner. So I'm gonna just take the dark eyeshadow in the palette and use a flat definer brush and kind of just line my lid a little bit, keeping it pretty tight lined. You want it to stay right by the lashes. For brows, I'm gonna go into the Carli Bybel palette and I'm gonna use the darkest shade in this palette. And I'm going to use my angled brush. I really want to buy the Anastasia Beverly Hills brow pomade that my friend Amy had in that No Mirror Makeup Challenge video. I love how it looked. I need to go buy it. So the eyes are done for now. I still have to go in and do lashes, but I'm gonna be using, again, I need to go buy a different kind and start trying some new stuff. But I'm gonna be using the Wet n Wild Matte Primer again. I know. And time to have a red face. Woo! This is the pore filling formula from Makeup Forever. I love this stuff. It's time to buy more because she's empty. One day I will be using all new makeup all the time and having so much fun testing out new stuff. But right now, when you're balling on a budget, this is what you get to do. Gonna be using the CoverGirl Vitalist Healthy Elixir. This is in shade 710. I did use this in my last video. I love it. I have heard people complain about the smell of it, but I actually like the smell. I don't know why. Now I'm gonna take a brush and blend out what I have put on my neck. I find this is the best way to make sure it's all seamless down your neck. Now we're going to do concealer. So I'm gonna use the concealer to carve out right there. Give it a nice sharp line. And then take the RCMA powder and pack that baby on. One reason why I put so much on is because one, I don't want it to crease in my fine lines and wrinkles underneath my eye, but also here and on my chin and right here is where I get the most oils from. So that's why I pack on a lot of powder, because I want all of that powder to sink in, and I leave it on so that way later whenever I brush it off, there's still going to be a nice layer of powder. And I just pray that it helps absorb the oils that my face will collect throughout the day. And the reason why I like doing one eye completely first and then doing the other eye is because I feel that if you put concealer on both sides, all right? So we have concealer on the right side, concealer on the left side, and now I'm blending out the right side. Okay, so this side is now drying and it's just a thick clump of concealer on my face. And then I move to this side to blend it out. Well, now this side is setting in the creases, And so I just feel that if you do the whole eye first and you go ahead and blend it out, put the powder on and make sure you're not getting the crease and you make sure that it's not drying, I just feel that it lays way better and it looks better too. So that is my little tip and trick for that. So now I'm gonna go straight in and put the powder underneath the eye and pack it on. So now taking a brush, I'm going to now powder my whole face. Ow! I just pulled my hair. And it might look thick at first, but you go and you brush it off. So don't worry. Don't you worry. Just put it on. And don't forget the neck. You really want to make sure you powder your neck really well, because this is the part that if you're wearing any clothes, it's going to touch the clothes. And you know, we've all had those days where we get makeup on our outfits, and this is how you can prevent that. So just put a nice layer of powder all over. Uh-oh, what's that? Oh, good. So now take the brush, tap off any powder that's still in there, and now you can go ahead and blend it all in. I am going to stay away from this area right here. I want to keep that powder there, but everywhere else I want to blend it off because it's time to go in bronze. As much as I'm loving my powder covered Wet n Wild contouring kit, again, it's time to go buy something new and try something new. So now I'm gonna take this brush that has some of the powder on it, and I'm gonna brush away that extra powder that we had sitting under there. Oh, I just love a good bronzed cheek. Gives me life. I secretly want to be really bronze with bright blonde hair. That's never gonna happen in my lifetime, but this is a way for me to kind of live up to that little dream of having bronzed skin. Brightening all these parts back up, and then I'm going to go dim it down just a bit with some more bronzer. Okay, that part's done. Now I'm gonna highlight, and I'm gonna be using the rose gold color out of the palette, and then I'm gonna go back and dust a little bit of the white color right in the center, just to give it a little depth. And then this brush is tapered, but I'm just gonna take the tip of it and lightly tap it into the white color, tap it off, and then just put a little bit right in the center of that highlight. Go ahead and put a little here. And then I'm gonna take that little tiny brush again, the little baby. I'm gonna go in, dab it in the white and then a little bit in the rose gold. And give myself an instant brow lift. And I'm just gonna use the white and go right in the center corner. Brighten that baby up a little. So drag it to blend in with that shadow. I'm gonna take that flat definer brush again. First, we're gonna go in to this darker shade right here. We're gonna make sure we tight line that. I'm gonna mix that with the darkest shade in the palette and really keep it right on your lash line. Now I'm gonna take my little pencil brush. I'm gonna mix these two shades. We're gonna use those two shades to blend out the bottom, but I'm gonna try and get more of the transition color because I don't wanna add too much. And just blend that out. Give it a nice little smoky effect. And then I'm gonna do lashes. So I'm reusing lashes because I don't have any extras with me right now. These are the Kiss lashes. They're really good. I'm gonna go ahead and zoom you in. You already know I'm using my Kiss Strip Lash Adhesive. This stuff is amazing. If I could open it. Ah. So I'm just going to put a nice layer. Using the L'Oreal Telescopic in Carbon Black, my favorite. Go ahead and put that right on all of my little red-headed lashes. Cover them up and blend those babies in. So since I've worn these lashes a few times, I don't cover them and put a million coats on because they already have it on. All I'm really doing this time is just trying to cover up my red-headed lashes. So that way they blend into the falsies. Well, I just spent like 20 minutes searching through my stuff. I really wanted to wear my taupe, my MAC taupe lipstick with this look, but seems to have vanished. So instead I'm going to use a Kylie lipstick. This is in Cocoa K. I love the way her lipsticks smell. Oh, this doesn't look good though. I don't like the way this lipstick color looks. It's the one bad thing about traveling all the time is you never really have what you want. Now that Cocoa K is dry, I'm gonna go back in with CoverGirl 340 Current Nude. So I'm just gonna cover up the pink because it doesn't look good. I really wish I had MAC taupe with me because that would look perfect. Well, this is the completed look that I came up with today. I have 2 legs today. I have a quick little hopper flight, and then I have a 3-hour sit in San Fran, and then I work the red eye from San Fran to Newark. And right when I land, so we're landing at, what is it, I think 5:40 a.m. and there is a 6:20 flight to Houston, and I will have my days off. So I'm gonna be running to another gate and getting on another flight. So I am going to be up for more than 24 hours. But thank you so much for watching, and I will see you soon. On our next plane, we are going to work at Red Eye right now. So it is 8:10 p.m. and we won't be done till nearly 6 a.m. So this lipstick has got to go. Doubling up on that was the worst decision ever. It's, look at that, it's just rubbing off. It's terrible. So, probably gonna take that off. Don't do it.